worked again.
Little yellow Chevette. Oh,
Baby, you're much too fast.
In a little yellow Chevette, you would be moving pretty slow, I would think.
little yellow Chevette. Baby, I can't get it. What?
Well, depending on if you're watching live or later.
Oh,
Welcome back to another exciting edition of Pop Culture Clobberin Time, where we take an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, however long we babble on about talking about the geeky stuff we all love, like superheroes, the movies, TV shows, comic books, and just excited to get back in the saddle and present another good show today. Got pal Coach Vic, and we got
and the other guy.
Al Shell.
Here. Touching Bakers.
You'll be okay.
Hot take. I don't like E.T.
You don't like what?
I don't like the movie E.T.
E.T.
Hot take. Driving bombs.
Just made you too sad.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Well, Star Trek 2 came out around the same time, and I went and seen that. I think we did a back-to-back or something, or like each weekend we went and seen. I like Star Trek 2 was sad, but I like that way better.
I get it.
Which one? Star Trek 2? Is that the one with the whales?
No, that's 4.
Yeah,
Star Trek 2 is spoiler, Spock dies.
The Wrath of Khan.
Oh.
I am and always shall be your friend.
One of my favorite ship designs, USS Reliant, was introduced in that movie.
Have you ever painted that one?
No, I've done like box art for it, but I haven't.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, I didn't paint it. It was all photographed and digitized to look like an illustration.
This show is what I call a pop culture pop up. No one knows what's happening, and it just pops up. And people are like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing?"
I remember those guys.
Yeah, what are they doing on my feed?
So
unbelievable.
What was it? Was it 1 short week ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? I came over to your place.
Yeah,
and
came over to my place and
Al got a new bachelor pad. He's got it loaded up from literally from main floor, basement, second story, like all the geeky stuff that we all love.
Yeah, you have to. It's a geek museum.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was going to describe it.
Which is why he's not at home today.
And I got to tell you, the upstairs where he's got the bulk of his comic book collection in this one room. He's got like a table set up with stuff he's going through and like just piles of comics around, and he's got like a couple file cabinets full. I was like, I feel like Scrooge McDuck. I just want to dive in.
It's just raw, unlimited power.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what's going to be in that stack. Let's go through it and see what you got.
Oh, look at these! Like literally, I was trying to put my Captain Americas in order, and I ended up finding one. I have a CLZ, I got my CLZ for it, and it says I don't have one, and I found it when I was going through my comics. I'm like, oh, I do got this, so I can wipe that off. And I'm horrible at keeping my comics in order, which I need not to be. I need to be just here they are, because I do sporadic comic book dollar bin diving.
Right.
And then I got this, but luckily it's $1, so it doesn't. It's the big boys that I gotta be in. I gotta be watched out for.
The last year at Hall of Heroes, when I bought one of the X-Men I already had and paid like pretty good money for it. Now I've got an extra copy I gotta unload.
Well, Vic's right there. Hey, okay.
7 cents for it.
That'd be like 100% discount, or that'd be 1% of what I paid.
So you're saying that's not the friends and family discount?
Right.
Oh, okay. He bought a giant size X-Men #1, and he's like,
I've got an extra. Just picked up an extra one of those.
Oh, I'll take your old one because I know you only upgrade.
There you go. Oh my God, I'm telling you. Yeah.
So I came over to see the new digs, but for a very specific purpose. And that
for the new talk show about covers. Yeah. I mean, you guys remember I've been talking about cover lovers for so long. Yeah. I mean, I think I invented it while I was it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be able to sing. I know I annoyed Vic the most because I was like, "Hey, I want to do it's like a song." I think I was on
Yeah.
just me and Vic were ripping, and I was just like cover lovers, and I was like, "Yeah, you can do like a Prince song, like cover lovers," and so I put it off for so long, and then I think this just the beginning of this year. A YouTube guy that he's pretty famous, but his name was Adam the Woo. He passed away, and I just was like, man, I want to. And then and so many other people doing YouTubes, and I was just like, what am I doing? I've always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
It's just I'm lazy, and that I'm lazy, and I just was like, I'm going to do it for a reason. Reason A is I want to get my covers out. I like talking about comics. And reason B is, well, actually it's reason A, hanging out with my buddies, my family, my friends. And then even if people aren't watching, I get to hang out with them and annoy the hell out of them for however how long. It doesn't take too long. It's just me and it doesn't take too long. I think people think it takes forever to come to my house and hang out for a while. But
all I need is the address.
You know it. We're gonna do it. We got to get that list going of what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna come and film. I made the mistake with me and Jamie made the mistake. It's hubris. We filmed 2 back to back, and the first one's like, yeah, we're doing this, and then the second one, Jamie's falling asleep. He's like,
that probably was like nodding off at certain points because that was like that time for me.
Yeah, he falls asleep, in a rock show, and then something was happening to me too. I think it was too juiced up or something, and I was like, I felt weird the rest of the day. I felt like I had done something I shouldn't have done. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm old now. I am old. Right. I shouldn't be doing that. But
speaking of cover lovers, remember your idea of putting a cover over a cover? That way, either DC or Marvel stole it. You know how I know it's either DC or Marvel? Because the Superman, Spider-Man issue, they have the blank cover, and underneath it, they have a real cover.
Yeah. Well, they didn't.
Your idea.
That's been sketch cover has been a thing, but when I want to film
sketch cover.
Huh?
I don't know that they've always done it that way, but it's been kind of a common practice for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess
mine wasn't putting the staples in it, but yeah, that's exactly. But I still want to do a video because I want to recover. I want to do recovers where it's like books that you don't have covers to,
right?
Like they're ripped off, and you can. Well, I know people. Oh, I'm not going to take the staples out, but you gotta be. It's a surgical procedure. I think taking a sketch cover, a re-sketch cover, or a sketch recover, that'd be a good one, and taking it to someone and having them doing a sketch cover, and then you put it back on. I think that's the wave of the future.
I like it.
And Jamie knows I've been on the sketch covers well into the early 2000s. I don't know when we went to. It was when it was called Mid-Ohio Comic-Con. And I was talking about it the whole way back. I was like, yeah, you can do the blank sketch. You put it in there, you cover up covers you think suck. And then here you go.
Yep.
I actually filmed like a video type thing for my re-sketch covers. And I watched it and I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I'm going to have to do something else.
So you said you're dropping an episode of Cover Lovers today, right?
Yeah, I dropped it around 9:00 this morning, so it is live. And so after you watch this, anybody's watching this live, go and find that. It is about Invincible.
Cool.
The Robert Kirkman masterpiece.
Yeah.
That is Invincible. It's different. I can tell you a lot of the episodes I do, I have covers that we both have the same cover on the list, Right. I mean, when we did it, we had a couple of the same ones. But it's me and my nephew actually doing the show, and we both love Invincible, but we both have different ideas of what good covers make.
Cool.
And it's a fun time. I like to interject just stupid videos. Hey, it's Gore. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks for joining us, Gore.
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of talking with Gore. He's going to be on the show.
Nice.
Which we've always wanted to get him on here.
Yeah.
And then, like, I seen him on a Magic Lasso fanboy comic book review live show, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be riding with us, man. You know.
Yeah.
Like we're doing this so regular that
Yeah,
we do it regularly.
He came up, he got on YouTube today and said, "Hey, I remember those guys. Where they been?"
Yeah.
We're just Magic Lasso.
Every 3 months we'll be here.
Reliable.
Yeah. So with Gore, we're gonna do Phantom. We're riding with the Phantom,
Right.
man.
Cool.
The Ghost Who Walks. We're gonna be doing the Phantom. I'm just getting all the lists together. So with the Phantom, I just want to do the like Harvey Comics had like a couple of them, and then it went to King's Features, and then I believe, or was it Gold Key or King, and then it went to Charlton. So it's the same numbering, but it's broken up, and I just want to do those early ones, and then maybe later we can do Moonstone and all the other people that have done Phantom. But right now I want to do those. There's so many beautiful ones. I'm like trying to get the list together so I can be like, here you go, Gore. This is the ones we'll look at. But if he wants to pop off some ones that he's like, I just love these, then he can do it. It can be a career highlight for Phantom because, you know.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how many times you're going to get to do Phantom on the ride.
I've never heard of Phantom.
Never heard of the Phantom?
No.
I mean, look, he's relatively new, and Phantom is, I don't want to say he's obscure, but if you're not walking through a Comic-Con or something like that, you're probably not going to run.
I mean, the character sounds cool based on what you said. His little tagline there. His tagline.
Fru, like the Fru is like republished ones in other places, I believe. Or what are the Fru? I've seen the name Fru. I don't know.
I thought he was trying to say Free Phantom.
No. There's actual company. It's a comic company.
So the Phantom,
but
it's an older character. It probably started in the pulps, right?
Yeah, well, it was a news strip.
Okay.
It was a comic strip. It was 1936, I believe.
Okay.
Lee Falk. I was watching it. I've been watching documentaries on him because because I drew. I've actually was before I started Cover Lovers. I was like, I'm going to come back with my art. You know, I'm just going to start doing my art videos, which take forever. And I actually have a new Phantom that I drew, and I inked it and all that stuff. It's just editing, and I'm like, I can't believe anybody's going to want to sit there for, you know, over how many minutes if I don't speed up the video of me like, look at this, here's it. So I'm still going to do something with it, but I'm going to do like a documentary like of the character as I draw the character, you know, more infotainment.
Yep.
There you go. That's what because I had my CLZ out, and I was like, "What's this?" So, right, rock on. That's great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Phantom. Me and Coach were talking about Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I always love that, and so you know, we did X-Men, and we did a Fourth World, Jack Kirby's Fourth World. I got 2 more Supermans already done. Because my boy TJ, he's like the Superman dude. And then I have Captain Marvel Shazam. I'm calling him Captain Shazam now, just so people be like, oh, I got that with Signature King. He's from the Fanboy Live review.
Right.
And then the Flash with Nick Habbert.
Oh, cool.
We had so much fun on that one. Like it was funny because before Nick came in, the way I had my audio set up was horrible. And then he comes, you know, because he gets on the air, he's DJ, you know.
He's done radio and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a professional. So he comes in and he's like, "Here, move the microphone this way and set these." And I'm just like, and now like the audio sense him is sense him. Yeah, but I just got to edit them and put them up, and yeah, the Phantom is worldwide. He's worldwide. He's very popular still to this day. I think he's underrated in a sense now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think my point earlier was that he doesn't get as much exposure these days.
Yeah.
In America, I guess.
Yeah, and well, you know, that's too bad. But when I was watching those documentaries, I'm talking about, there's a guy that has like a Phantom cookie jar behind him. I thought it was a bust, but it was because the Phantom is his look. You got it to draw him right. That's what I was talking about. When I was drawing him, I was like, I don't think I'm doing this right, because he's got this like broken nose type thing going where it's like boom, where his nose comes up, and the way his mask is shaped. It's not just like
it doesn't conform.
It's not a bandit mask. Yeah, it's not like the Lone Ranger mask. You know, it's a specific look to it. So when I was drawing it, I was just like, I gotta get this right. Hey, Magic Lasso's here.
There we go. Good to see you, Lasso. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
we were just chatting you up a minute ago.
Yeah, we can discuss it.
He has the purple outfit on.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's cool. He's got the guns. He's got what's the dog's name? The wolf. Anyway, he's the ghost who walks. And if you want to have a good time, it's not the best movie, but The Phantom with Billy Zane is ridiculous. But it's very colorful and poppy. And you know, Phantom he's gonna get a comeback. I think he's gonna get a comeback one of these days. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be when comic book movies are kind of, and then someone's gonna make a TV show. I think it would make a great TV show, but don't cheap it out, and don't make it on Sci-Fi, if Sci-Fi even exists anymore. You know. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, Cover Lovers is fun, and I'm looking forward to your episodes, Jamie, and getting Vic in the studio.
Yep.
And Gore, and even Magic. You can get Magic back on there to do more Wonder Woman.
Yep. So when we're done, I'll put a link in the show notes, or like the show notes, like the comments or description, the show description, I should say, so people can go and click right through it.
What I originally wanted to do with Cover Lovers is I wanted to put it on the Pop Culture Clobberin Time thing, so it was just like a hub you came to, and we had a bunch of different shows. But it just was like, we don't do anything.
Somebody had to go get a promotion.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. That's great. I'm telling you, it's a good time, and it's great to hang out. And then we get silly on the show. It was funny. I was telling I was at Casey and Kelly's, and Kelly don't watch anything, right?
Yeah.
So she comes up to me and is like, "Oh my goodness, that Magic Lasso guy you had on the show, he was great." She loved him. She loved Magic. Yeah, she was just like, how exuberant he was for Wonder Woman. She was just like, she said, "What? I didn't pick Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman picked me." And I was just like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's that dude. Magic is such an honest dude. He's just the way he comes off." I was like, I had to get him to do the pun joke at the beginning. And I was like, I had to edit a lot of stuff because we like to talk. Yeah. I mean, even on our episode, Jamie, we were like, well, but luckily I've been able to get guests that like they can talk about stuff more than me. So I'm like the color guy, you know. I'm like what's that supposed to be? A walking talking dog? And then the other guys the other person is like, well, actually, in 1952, Wonder Woman was created for, like Magic was telling me stuff like which was cool. So if the bracelets get broke, Wonder Woman goes crazy. She gets crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that stuff. That is so cool. No, but yeah, so Casey and Kelly, they loved Magic. They loved the Wonder Woman episode.
So
and I was like,
I think the thing, that speaks to is about everybody that does this kind of contact, that everybody that we know and keep in contact with is, I think we are all just genuine. We come on, we be ourselves, and we just talk about the things we're passionate about. And I think, like you said, Magic Lasso is just a prime example of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's why I want to do Cover Lovers. It's just, it's kind of like, hey, come on in. We'll talk the comics. I mean, who cares about the top 10s? I mean, they're cool, but also you get to see covers you didn't see before. Right. We're not searching these covers out.
We're all doing this for some for entertainment and also educational value as well.
Yeah. And if you guys aren't watching Fanboys and comics and the live review, you're silly. It's a good Sunday night. It's fun.
An invitation to come back and do their show, and I actually put together a list of things to like consider and think through. So last one, I'm working on it. So as soon as I get an idea around like what my 3 comics should be, I'll be in touch.
Oh, it's such the last one I was on. It was kind of like I was like, I want to do these. Coach was on the show. We get Coach on that show.
Coach isn't much into DC. It's DC centric.
Oh, like DC, they got Black Superman. Let's see who's in DC. Ooh, that Blue Beetle. I like the Blue Beetle. That was a great movie.
Yeah, you can do Jaime Reyes and stuff.
But Batman, not Black Man.
And you
got to make sure they haven't done it yet.
So. You use the apps and stuff. So it's just about reading the comics.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll be in touch.
What's funny is the last one that I did, I haven't read any of the books. So we did Creeper Showcase with Creeper's first appearance. We did first appearance of Hawk and Dove. And then the final one was Shade the Changeling, remember, because it was doing a Steve Ditko 3-pack, right? Ditko DC 3-pack. Because originally I wanted to do Captain Atom, Blue Beetle, and The Question. But they had already done like 2 of those or something. So I was like, okay, well, let's, But I hadn't read it. So I was like trying to, and I didn't have the comic. So I had to like look at the screen. And they're scrolling through it a little quick, and then I'm like, well, here I can. Oh, wait a minute. And then I'm just like, I'm trying to do characters, like I do, like when I read the stuff. I'm trying to do the character's voice, but I'm not explaining what's happening. I'm just reading the lyrics basically. Yes. And then I'm like, when it's a new guy talking, I forget who it is, so I do a different voice for each time. But it's fun. It was fun.
Yep. So as I'm thinking through my choices, I play with, last one both have a love for Legion of Superheroes, and Signature King is very obvious that he does not. So it's like, do we torture him with making him have to read more Legion of Superheroes, and and like show him where the good stuff is, or do we avoid it and make sure that everybody's engaged and in on the conversation?
Yeah, I don't think my Ditko 3-pack really was everybody's cup of tea. It was, it's like that's sometimes when you're doing content for YouTube, you gotta think what's going to be more important.
That goes back to the whole education thing about everybody thinks Steve Ditko, they think Spider-Man, and he had such a wider body of work than that. And one of the things I played around with is what unexpected creators were there in DC. Like you think of Joe Kubert, you think of all the Sergeant Rock, all the war stuff. That's kind of where your mind goes. Hawkman. But he did one issue of DC Comics Presents where he did a Superman story. It's like, where else in the universe did Joe Kubert ever draw Superman?
Right.
So like Here's
Yeah,
what
he did a couple. He did a couple covers.
Yeah.
He did some covers. That's one thing when we're doing, you know, in the next couple episodes that I haven't aired yet. There's some Joe Kubert. There's some Joe Kubert covers, and I think he did maybe the one when a DC Comics presents him. I think it was Kubert or Rocket meets up with Superman. Like, there's so many comics out here that just don't get love, and that's what I'm more into that now. I was a toy guy. I remember when you first had me on, I was like, I'm over comic books.
Yeah,
I'm just like toys.
you were.
Comics aren't nothing. But for some reason, I switched. Oh, I know what it was. Is I went to the local comic book shop, buy me toys. I went in there, and they had either it was Avengers, X-Men, the originals, or Captain America. And I was just like, I have a credit card. I can pay these off. So I just started buying them. And then I got into like wanting to do the Captain America runs,
Yeah.
I thought it was that Wonder Woman issue that you read, though. The trade that you read.
Which one?
There's a Wonder Woman trade that you read. You kept telling us that we need to read.
Oh, Dead Earth or what? Yeah. Wonder Woman Dead Earth. I love that. Just for the crazy art and stuff like that. I don't know. I saw the Legion is challenging with so many characters. It is. I got a theory. It's not too much of a crazy theory. Is that the Legion of Superheroes has been the same since it started. It's just because everything that happens in our timeline, it changes. Like, it's like the bad Biff, you know what I mean? The Back to the Future thing is when something happens to someone goes to the past or changes the past or their future, it changes them.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think if they had that in mind, I think people would dig it more. Like, oh, what's gonna? It would almost be like having a new Doctor Who. What's the new Doctor Who gonna be like? I mean, it is that anyways. It goes without saying. But I think if they said it, people would probably find it cooler. Like, oh man, they're changing. Like when if a new creator comes on and changes it up, it's just like, oh, it's because so and so went into the past and he stepped on this creature and it, or just fun stuff. And I don't know if you guys seen the new pictures of the Legion of Superhero designs.
I have.
I don't hate them. And the only thing I hate about them is the shoes. The one lady's Crocs or whatever. They're not gonna have it. But then I realized it makes sense because it's like us with the 80s or 70s. So if you're in love with the past, you're in love with that, you're gonna do that stuff. And it's like, look, you're rocking those old. What are you doing? So it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I'll as a Legion fan, I'll check it out. The look it's not really for me kind of look, but I appreciate the effort and I hope it finds an audience because I think that group of heroes deserves better treatment than they've gotten over the last several years.
I wish I could keep track every time Al says something. I don't hate it.
But the thing I hate.
But the thing I hate.
This is what I hate. But then I evolved out of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I'm giving myself the I don't hate it. There's something about it that I don't like, but I don't hate it. You can dislike something, but not hate. Hate's such a strong thing, It's like people with like a Frank Miller cover or something, or the John Romita Jr. hotness, like, oh, what's he doing that for? It's like, listen, man, this guy's laid down more pencil than you've gotten up in the morning. So, hit the bricks, baby. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's keep on the love train, and we'll talk about things we like or love.
Ooh,
yeah.
I have one thing that I like to be a prognosticator on.
All right, go ahead.
The Eisner Award for Best Writer is going to Stephanie Williams.
Oh,
because you guys keep telling me how comics are woke, and she is the first Black female writer to be nominated for an Eisner Award.
That's cool.
I keep telling you comics are woke. I mean,
or they used to be.
It went through a phase. I mean,
wow,
it's kind of a cultural swing.
Oh, never
Frank
mind.
Miller,
Never
man.
mind.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine what his memoir is going to be about?
I'll pick that up.
Really?
Yeah, that's going to be in there. That's going to be a
I'll
read.
read
Hopefully,
that.
I'll be interested to figure out, like, learn why he looks older than he actually is, because he looks like, he's about to fall over, and he's not that old.
Or as we say about white people, they age like spoiled milk.
He would be a prime example.
I just turned 50. Ugh. Yeah. 71. I'm telling you, if you haven't been checking out, we were talking about Legion of Superheroes artwork. I believe that's the person that was doing the Absolute Wonder Woman. I think they're the artist from that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and the artwork I love the Absolute Wonder Woman artwork because it reminds me of like not hieroglyphics or whatever, something like the Greek, the Roman gods and stuff, how they used to draw them and stuff, like when it was just like they're throwing like, that's what I loved about it. So to see a different take on the Legion, I guess, and the artwork's going to have to kind of change a bit. But if you haven't been reading the Absolute Wonder Woman, I think that's probably the better Absolute book. I've been picking up Green Arrow for the craziness. I'm like, what's going on? I thought, I'm telling you, it's like Absolute Green Arrow is like Evil Dead. I think you might. I don't know if you've read that. Like, so spoiler alert, like in the first book, they're like Oliver Queen was murdered or is missing or something, like in the original, he was on a desert island or whatever, he was hiding. But from this point, it's from Black Canary's point of view, who is a bodyguard to famous people, celebrities and stuff now.
Which Black Canary? His love interest or her sister?
Okay, now he's
just Black Canary. It's like they use. I think they use buddies. Like this one shows that they were kind of like a Facebook thing at first. Like not them, but Oliver Queen was running like how Facebook came along with the social network, and like he wasn't really the one that created it, but he's the one that's
made money off of it.
Yeah, so all these guys. So then people are dying from that, and they're all weird druggies. It's a crazy read. It is not. It's not like I have a bow and arrow all the time, and he's kind of like, you don't know if it's Oliver Queen or he's back from the dead. It's pretty interesting if you can get through some of the Black Canary stuff.
I've heard it's pretty crazy. I won't say I've avoided the whole Absolute stuff, and I've heard like all the ravings about it. It's actually pretty good stuff and it's worth checking out. So I'm gonna have to work back around to some of that.
Yeah. So okay, we got I don't know about Miller's health. I probably said it in a previous thing where I was like, oh, he's not doing well, but I don't know it. So
yeah,
he's old. He might just have some type of arthritis or something. I don't know. But
well, hey, I want to get started diving into some of the pickups I've gotten over since the last time we did a show.
Oh, we have a reason for the show? I thought we were just getting together and talking comics.
Well, I mean, it's double-edged sword. I want to chit-chat with you guys and show off some stuff.
Ooh, romantic comedy.
So
oh my God, I gotta make a shirt, rom-com, and it's like him, and it's like, and it's rom and different. Ooh, rom put into different romantic comedy posters.
There you go.
Oh my God, no one will buy it, but I'll be laughing.
You're welcome. I'll only take my 10%.
There you go. You're 10%.
So the impetus behind the real topic I wanted to get into, which is like dollar bin diving, it comes from like some of the pickups I've had. And I've transitioned from like the YouTube. Everybody doing the YouTube content has influenced me to, instead of picking up $50 or $100 books, to pick up a $50 or $100 book, and like go for quality over quantity. So that
wait a second. Yeah. Instead of getting $50 or $100 books, I'm getting $50 or $100 books.
50.
Yeah.
dollar books, $50 or $100 books,
Oh, okay.
or a $50 book or a $100 book. But
well, instead of buying $50 books, I buy $50 books.
Oh, there you go.
There you
so,
go.
but so we had a chance to go to. There you go. Al does a lot more bargain diving than I do. But I was at a local garage sale that Al took me off about. And
You went there?
Yeah, it'll be the last thing we talk about. But the thing that I found there was like there's some pretty good stuff in these dollar books or dollar bins that they're worth diving into to find them. But before we get to that, I put my pickups in sequential order, so this is going back furthest in time as far as what I picked up. And so I was on watching a YouTube. I want to make this work.
You click on the other one.
Oh my goodness! Look at you, 51.
Well,
I was trying to get both of us.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
No one likes us.
All right.
There you go.
So anyway, I'll put Alan time out. So I was on an auction or watching an auction, and somebody put up a couple X-Men books that I needed. So we got X-Men 51. These are both solid mid grades. And then
Nice. Found those in the dollar bin?
No, these were not dollar bins. I said I found these on a YouTube auction. So then went on spring break. So the fact we went on spring break tells you how long it's been since we've done a show.
Oh my god!
Comic shop and picked up one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers.
That's beautiful. We need to do Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Got that one. And then I had to go to LA to help set up a trade show thing. Stopped at a comic shop out there.
Yeah, that
the famous She-Hulk jump rope cover. Now I got it for the price I like, so that means it's not minty fresh, like you can see. Crease right there. It's got some spine ticks, but for the price I paid, it's a good enough condition for me.
What is it? My LCS is having a bag. What do you mean bag and board? Like can you buy the comics or is it $1? What is this?
This is a thin book too. Oh.
It's pressed. A lot of the like 80s to what's up? 80s to 90s to 2000, they're thin. Like compared to like the 60s and 70s books, 50s, those are fat mamas,
Yep.
They started thinning them out. They had more pages back then. Now it's like, hey, you get what you get.
All right. You want to show a few?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I don't know where I got them.
That's all right.
I just grabbed some books. Okay, so I probably already showed these. These aren't really quarter bins. But I probably showed. You're a great deal. That's good. Oh man, I need to go hang out with Gordon this morning and get some. So I got a great run of the Brave and the Bolds. So there was an Ohio show, special Ohio show, so where dealers, it was like Comic Palooza or whatever. I'm sure the name's used everywhere. So dealers that live next to each other. Like you go in their garage and they have a setup, they have this crazy setup, and then you go through them, dollar bin, whatever. And then some of them had where you get a big, like a brown paper bag full of comics, as many as you can fit in there for $40. All right. And then where I got my biggest stash, there was at a flea market or whatever, antique mall or whatever. And he had half off, 50% off everything. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they're says $5, I got these for like $2.50. Really great condition, Brave and the Bolds. It's insane. I love Brave and the Bold. Just look at these covers. Love Affair with Celine and Kyle. There you go. Look at that. Metal Men. We got Dead Man. We got the Spectre again. Like these aren't all in order, but they're Wonder Woman. That's Superman team, Super Team family.
Yep.
Great stuff. I just got a whole bunch of good.
So what?
What's Brave and the Bold? Is he asking?
Yeah.
Brave and the Bold was basically started off as like the team up book for superheroes, but Batman co-opted it, and then it just became Batman teaming with like the Creeper. Look at this Paper Man. Look at this dude. Who knows this guy? You know?
Paper.
Paper Rose and Thorn. We got Man Bat. Look at that. He's delivering. Oh, he's got a baby in there. He's stealing babies.
You got Batman and Man Bat.
Look at that. Scalp Hunter. He's like going in the path.
The Scalp Hunter.
Sergeant Rock.
That's kind of rude.
Oh, there's Wonder Woman. I got my Wonder Woman. I love that. Look at that alien. Look at that. Yeah, because of watching, doing that show with Magic Lasso, I got to get me some Bronze Age. So I was finding them, man. I had a bunch of them. Cobra. Look, it has the Huntress. This is when they were doing the backup stories. That's cool. Look at that. Boom. Oh my goodness. Look at that split. Huntress and Cobra. Cobra. Not that Cobra. And then my favorite Wonder Woman villain, Angle Man. I love Angle Man. Shit, it just went crazy, man. I went crazy. Oh, this is my favorite cover. This is my number one. Not to give it away on the Wonder Woman episode. This is my number one Wonder Woman cover for Bronze Age. I just love the cover. And I own it now. And I'm in love. We're going to get married tomorrow. Just look at all these. I just got so many. And then back to the beginning.
Nice.
I mean, I can keep going.
Cool. I'll do a chunk.
Just Jim Aparo is like the guy. Oh my goodness! Like there's he's the MVP, most valuable pencil when it comes to these Brave and the Bold, '80s Batman. Jim Aparo needs to get love. I mean, just nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at that. He probably drew every hero. He should have did man, I don't know. I love Jack Kirby, but like he should have been doing like a superpowers book or some type of team up. Yeah. Imagine like peak Jim Aparo, which isn't true because peak Jim Aparo was like 70s Charlton books or something, or like like when he was working on the Phantom and stuff. But Batman, Jim Aparo, 80s. That was my childhood right there. So.
Yep, me too. Anyway. Gore, I'll raise my hand. I've never read Concrete.
It's Conceit.
That's Concrete.
You can see. I thought he was talking about Concrete.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what.
Maybe he is.
But I didn't see that at the shop.
What is Concrete?
It's a old Dark Horse. The original. It was originally published by Dark Horse.
Is it like what's that one guy? What do you call him? Mudface or something?
Clayface.
Clayface. There you go.
So the character.
Sorry, Al.
Concrete. Yeah. So yeah, it's who the creator is like Paul Chadwick, I believe.
It's a very iconic independent title. I've just never gotten around to pick it up, but it started back in like probably the mid '80s when the indie comics started becoming a thing.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss stuff like that.
I've heard great things about it. I've just never crossed paths with a trade or picking it up or anything. But yeah, it would be. I would have been surprised to have seen it on the shelf. I hadn't heard anything about it.
It was at the shop. It's on like it's not on the main rack. It's like where you go and they got the new graphic novels. Then they have them laid out on a box somewhere where you can I almost picked it up, but I was like, oh, it's like 3 or 4 or something, or 3. So I got to go back and I want the single issues as much as I love trade paperbacks or whatever.
Yep.
I'm more into single floppies now. Just like I got to do it. You got to support it while it's happening, or it's not going to happen again.
Yeah, I mean there are some things that I trade wait for, but. Generally, if it's something that I feel strongly about it. I definitely want to support it as a floppy.
Dingbats?
No, that's
Dingbat.
Oh,
So
Dinger.
this is a first issue special.
Yep.
They were doing in the 70s, trying to get like, this is your first issue of this.
Try this
And
out.
Dingbats is by Kirby, and it's, you know, not famous, whatever. But the first issue specials are so fun. There's like Lady Cop and Codename Assassin or something like that. Stuff you never heard of. But then you got like a Creeper up issue. You have Manhunter. Dr. Fate had an issue, Metamorpho. So they were trying to, you know, break off. You know, like, here's your first issue.
Pilot program. Here, try this out. If sales demonstrate enough performance, we'll turn it into a real series.
So it says first issue special number 6. So that, you know, it's cool. There's so many silly ones, and I had to pick this up. I'm trying to complete the run. I pretty much already got him beat. I think I need Lady Cop. So those are the ones that are fun.
So they put out a series of comics that are just first issue specials.
Yeah.
Totally new IP, and just like here, try this out.
Genius.
So
yeah, I think the first one was New Gods. It was like the Return of the New Gods, or something like that.
That'd be interesting. That's cool. Yeah, that's crazy. So, Al, remember back in the day when we were like, we want to do comic books, and we would go to a convention and sit behind the table and like, plead with people as they walk by to like, take a look at our work, try it out.
And I'm like, oh.
So I went to the Hall of Heroes convention, which is the convention here in our town, was a few weeks ago, or a month ago now, and so stopped by a table, and they got me. It was like, I'll take a flyer on it. So they're like, you know how it is. It's like, here's the big package deal, everything in the kitchen sink for $25. I'm like, I ain't gonna spend $25, but I'll buy issue 1 and 2. So this title was called The Warden.
The Warden of Detroit.
Yep. So
okay.
The artwork reminded me of trying to remember the artist in Criminal. Ed Brubaker's the writer, but I'm blanking on the artist's name.
Steve Efton, or
no, he does have that kind of style too, I guess. So the concept, I was like, okay, it looks like a crime book. The artwork was quality. I knew Gore would pick it up. Yeah, something Phillips, but yeah,
Steve Phillips.
Joe Phillips. No, I'm an old man. I'm forgetting things. So
in there.
So got issues 1 and 2, and I was glad I picked up issues 1 and 2 because wish you well.
It's a new. They're putting those out. That's new comic.
They had like through issue 5, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna go through issue 8 with it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna just get issue 1 to 5 and then get stuck out on the limb.
Right.
Yeah, doing comic books is, that's hard, and you gotta dedicate. So I got a new thing. We need to, even if they don't get to 8, you gotta support them, because that's someone's dream, and they're putting it out there, and they're putting their creative juices into it. It's like making a video and not getting any likes or views. You know what I mean? It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Look, if it's quality enough, and I feel it's strong enough for it to support it, yeah, I'm definitely going to be in. I'm not made of money though, so I have to choose my battles.
Yeah. So, there we go. Oh, I like the Mike Allred guy.
One of the series I've been just chipping away at, and these came out of $2 bins, so close to $1. So I had like a handful of issues from this series, so picked up everything that I didn't have in my series.
Right. I love that run. That was a great run. The story was great.
Covers.
I like those covers. They're so different from everything else.
So I got these home, and I'd left a couple issues in the bin that I thought that had A and B covers, so I was just picking up the A covers. But turns out there are two different series of this. So like if I take the two series and like put them in numerical order, I have almost the entire run. But no, I have about half of the two series. I didn't know what I didn't know.
I'd say the worst
is one series and 3 and 4 the other one.
Exactly.
The worst is when I was going through my Captain America collection recently, and I was flinging through them, and I had like expensive ones. I have doubles of those that I had like bought one place and then went to the next door neighbor and bought it again.
Yeah.
But luckily it wasn't too expensive, but you know, Panos.
This was in the same $2 bin, and I'm pretty sure I picked this up and looked at it off the shelf at the comic shop and put it back.
Right.
But figured for $2, I like the cover well enough alone. But it's got Ariel Olivetti art in it, so it's like
Old Betty.
worth $2.
Sounded like you said old Betty.
So
yeah.
This is a excuse me, I'm feeling with the cold. But this next one's very much a nostalgia buy, in that I remember having comic books as a kid and have very few specific memories of what they were, other than the ones I know I've held on to. But this one, I have a very strong feeling that I had it when I was a kid, based on the cover and based on some of the stuff on the inside. So I went and picked up a copy. It's a, I don't know if it's a key or a minor key these days. It's kind of out of my usual wheelhouse, which is Amazing Spider-Man.
That's nice. That's the clone.
Yeah, the first appearance of the Spider-Man clone. So I'm almost positive I had this, like I bought this off the spinner rack from Park and Shop when I was a kid.
You can give me that one if you want to.
So the color strike on this is incredible, because the red is just so deep. I don't know that I've ever seen red printing on a comic that from this era that is that deep. So, but pick that up. Very cool.
Did he live or did he die?
I mean, he came back later. And so this is another key. It's a first appearance, and it's another nostalgia buy. I had picked up the other issues for this character out of 40-cent bins, actually, when I was a young teenager, and never came back to get the first appearance of Deathlock the Demolisher.
Oh, baby, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's such a striking cover. I love it.
Yeah. So again, it's I paid the price I wanted, and so it's not all minty. But when it comes to books like this, I look at it from the standpoint of, if I had bought it when I was a kid, it would be in this condition. Yeah.
First Perez work. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. Legion of Comics.
Hey, Legion. Yeah. The first Perez work in this. Good to see you, Legion. Thanks for joining, man. The first Perez work in this is a bit misleading, and it's like 2 pages long at the back on a backup story or something like that.
Still got it.
Yep. But definitely happy to pick this up after 35 years of 40 years of living without it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tell you. That's a backup story. Oh no, those backup stories.
There's no backup stories. There's just backup.
Still counts, man. So I was lucky enough to end the Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen Kirby run.
Ah.
I picked these up. It's not in great condition. I'm probably going to end up getting a better condition one of it.
Oh, you got one little
Jimmy Olsen, evil Jimmy Olsen.
Spoiler.
Evil Jimmy Olsen?
That's one of the covers we talk about in the show.
Yes, it is. They won't remember. But anyways, and then you got this bad boy. And just like, boop. meanest man on earth, Legion, New Boy Legion. Then you got the Don
Don
Rickles.
Rickles cover. I love that cover.
Why is Don Rickles on the cover?
Guess he makes an appearance.
Because look at that beauty. The monsters that Kirby did, man. Look at that stuff. That's beautiful. He made this one. It looks like something from the Demon covers I got.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I got these. I got this. It finished off my Kirby Superman pal Jimmy Olsen, which I love. And then I got some World's Finest right there. I got some. Look at Batman's melting in the background.
That's crazy.
That looks like some Lopez to me, man. Is that a Lopez? Yeah, that's my boy Lopez and Giandino. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just got me some World's Finest. I love the dollar books because there's like they're so thick. And you get, you know what you're getting in these babies.
Well, thank
All
you.
right. Pose in town.
I appreciate that.
The birthday boy, Coach Vic. Look at these World's Finest. So beautiful. Lady Lunar. And then a book I was trying to get because I've got the Who's Challenge, which I want to do a video for. In the back of the Who's comics, if you guys remember it, I don't know, Vic probably never seen the Who's.
I remember.
Hey,
Okay,
John.
just check it out. In the back, they have like the images of like where you can go to see Superman in this, blah, 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 blah. So I'm doing the Who's Challenge out of I think it's 26 books or whatever. The comics that appear in the back of the ads, basically, I'm buying all of them. And one of the big boys, or should I say big girls of it, was this one right here. Elvira's House of Mystery #1. That appears as a Brian Boland cover. I got this half off. So I think it was a $40 book. Got it for $20.
Nice.
Not bad. Very great condition. It is the newsstand edition, it's a direct edition. But it is beautiful, and Elvira is still beautiful. And those are some hot books. The Elvira House of Mystery line. I know there's a Dave Stevens cover. I think that's on the shelf at Buy Me Toys. It is a gorgeous cover. I'm not doing anything. Anyways. But then, I also got some Super Friends. I love these old babies. These are like, that's a Kurt Schaffenberger cover there. I don't know, Mike. I'm out of focus here. But I just picked up a run of these guys. And there you go. Supergirl, she's pouting. She ain't one of the Super Friends. She should, right? Hold on, let me get it. Let me focus. Not focusing me. But yeah.
There you go.
I've always wanted to get those. And then, hold on, I got another stack here.
As long as you've been without you showing off a toy.
I don't have no more toys. So I got some more Batman families. These are another thing right there, man. There's Batman families. Okay. So I'm almost finished with my DC Comics Presents. Okay, so Coach, Brave and the Bold is Batman's team-up book. DC Comics Presents is Superman's team-up book.
Okay.
So Brave and the Bold was mainly at the end of it was drawn by Jim Aparo. And mainly DC Comics was Lopez covers. This is a Ross Andrew, who's an MVP of my Ross Andrew. So many great covers he's done.
And Dick Giorgiano inked a lot of those, so it made them look more consistent. Well, I mean, Ross.
Yeah,
Andrew,
I got.
The Ross Andrew covers looked a lot like the Garcia Lopez covers.
Yeah. So there you go. Beautiful. I think it's the first appearance of Mongol or something cover.
Yeah, Mongol, and it's a Jim Starlin book.
Yeah, you can tell the art's very Jim Starlin. But then you got this boy. I'm just running. I'm closing in on my Carmine Infantino probably. Yep, and Klaus Johnson. So the guy that inks Dark Knight Returns inked this. Huh. Yeah. Oh, and then you get number 2 or 3 or whatever that. Number 6 of that. That's great. And then, oh, this is a beauty. I picked this up half price. It was $25. I got it half.
That's
This is a
great
big
cover.
nice Neil Adams, baby.
Yep.
Look at that. Sick. That is nice. All the heroes on there.
I have a question about the other stuff. How many times has Superman and How many times has Batman turned on Superman?
1 billion. They've turned on 1 billion times. Almost probably.
And Superman
And that's
keeps
it
going
for
back
my
for
round.
more?
That's it.
Well, they both do. They're friends. They're super friends.
Oh, Superman's turned on Batman?
All right. So then, real quick, I got some stuff. I got my buddy who went to a comic book convention recently, and he knows how much I love Captain America. And he got me these bad boys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Picked those up at the Hall of Heroes show.
Beautiful conditions.
And after seeing those, I'm not a Captain America collector, but I love some cool covers.
Yeah.
I might have to dig into some Captain America.
You might have to. There's a lot of good Kirby and Romita Jr. or Senior in there.
Yeah.
Mike Zeck goes to town. John Byrne. Look at that. That's a Romita right there.
Yep.
And who cares if he's fighting a Yeti? Look at this. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's man. He has so many good covers. I'm still wanting to do. Hey, John Comics with Friends is in. Okay. I'm still wanting to do Captain America, man. I want to do Captain America. Captain America's my dude. Yeah, Mike Zeck. Exactly, John. Mike Zeck does so many great covers. I got one of my favorites is they're pulling him out of the river. Like there's 2 hands pulling. I don't know, give it away, right? Anyway. But okay, so thank you, Jamie, for these. I appreciate it.
So how many books do you have left to finish the run?
Oh, maybe 9.
Yeah, you're getting short, right?
Yeah, I'm getting into I think there's a Marie Severin cover with the Red Skull where he's got the Cosmic Cube and he's got Steve in the Cosmic Cube. And there's a couple. Like I said, there was
Captain America contest.
Huh?
Oops, it's not Captain America.
Justice League
contest.
Oh yeah, I've been getting. What do you think this one back here was?
Oh, when you asked you how many do you have left to go, I thought you were talking about for that.
Oh, I got for 50. We did 50 to 150.
Yeah,
I'm not bad on that. I'm pretty good on that. There was a guy at one of the creepy cons that he was selling Silver Age books. Like he was like, you couldn't. He Vito Corleone'd me, man. He was like, I'll give you an offer you can't refuse. I had a stack. I didn't care. I didn't buy any. Let's just say I didn't buy any dollar books that day. I didn't go to the dollar bin because the creepy con in the center. There's like $1,000 bins. You could get like a whole long box for like $50 or something. But I saved my money. I was buying JLA, Justice League of America's. Oh my goodness.
Creepy con.
That's good. Well, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about.
It's all about the host.
The card.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, the Silver Age. I'm Justice League and all day. I know. I think John and John Comics with Friends and Mike and Magic Lasso. They do the JLA versus Avengers, where they go through all of it. I'm watching those, and I'm like, man, these guys got these books. They're like pimping them out, and I'm just like, man, I got reprints. So I got to catch up with these cats. But Justice League, I got some early Avengers too. I got more early Avengers than I got JLAs, but I think I got some. We gotta compare notes, Vic. Yeah, I watch that, man. I like watching that stuff. Yeah, I'm looking up. No, you guys know what that's from, right?
Yeah, the Godfather.
Yeah. So they kill the one dude, and he's like, "Hey, take a canoe." Look, I got 2 more things to show.
Well, it took 2 sittings because I fell asleep.
So I got two more things to show. Okay, first I got it's a toy thing, toy related. It's not it's still comic book. It is the Superpowers collection record. I don't know if you probably don't remember this stuff.
I don't remember enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you ordered Steppenwolf from the Superpowers line, you got this record.
Okay.
And I haven't seen it in the wild ever. Okay. And I used to have it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's in my record collection somewhere, but it is cool. Okay. Received $3 in cash rebates. And then it came. This thing is floppy. It's a.
Or what do you call it? Oh, it's really floppy.
Yep.
It is floppy. I haven't played it. I don't know. It looks a little goofed in the corner. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. I just bought it. I seen it for $10 somewhere. Might have overpaid, but I love it.
Oh,
it's childhood.
Hulk Hogan in the middle.
Huh?
I thought that was Hulk Hogan. I thought that was his.
It is Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
Dark side, brother. I'm going to be racist. No, anyway. And then I got this. Have you guys ever heard of this?
No.
Oh.
Rocket Comics. So I haven't listened to it yet. It is music and lyrics by Steven Limberg. All tunes performed by the Web Spinners. All the art's done by John Romita. So I haven't listened to it. I think it's like maybe a rock opera thing.
Huh.
I don't know. But what got me is because I was looking for good reference of Green Goblin.
Wow.
And I love that picture. And I was like, oh, I want to, But then I seen this and I was like, what is this? Where did this come from? So 1972 from Buddha Records.
Wow.
This is legit. And so I got it for this because I love John Romita stuff on here. Yeah. And I found it for fairly cheap. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But when you open it up, you
got the gatefold.
I'm going to frame this. I just let you know I'm going to frame this bad boy.
Oh.
Wow.
Look at the comic strips there.
That's pretty rad.
Look at it. It's just a gatefold. Gatefold, it is so cool. The artwork is so cool. It's just, man. You can find them on eBay. They're pretty cheap.
This has existed all my life.
Let me see the cover of that again.
I just learned about it today.
Let me see the front of that again.
Rocket Comic. Yeah, look it up. I haven't listened to it. I'm sure it's pretty wild, but you can probably find it on YouTube to listen to. But that artwork, it's Romita. It's senior. Yeah. But man,
it's awesome.
I got a frame for it too. I bought a album frame so you can put the front of the cover, and then you can put just the record there. But I'm just gonna put it in like this
across it.
I'm just gonna be like, bam.
I mean that spread, the spread and the back cover are better than the front cover.
Yeah, the front cover is just Romita, like, yeah, here's Spider-Man. But what's gonna catch your eye? You can't like, what is that? This is for a kid to go, oh man,
yep,
Spider-Man.
It's
still a good Spidey though. It's still a stomping Romita. You know what I mean?
It's interesting that they put the shade.
What was John Romita's nickname? Stan Lee gave everybody nicknames. John Romita had something.
John Romita, is that it?
Or was it Swinging John Romita or something?
Could have been.
Yeah. If you know that, put it in the comments. But yeah, this is my final piece, and I saved it for last because it's cool. And you don't know about it, did you? You didn't know about that.
I did not.
No.
I've lived all my life and didn't know that existed.
Yeah, that's 72 years. 72, 1972, was that 54 or something?
No, I'm 54. He's much older than me.
I'm talking about this book, or this was 72.
Ooh.
I
now have a birthday record to acquire too.
Yep. All right, so I'll show my stuff. I picked this up at a garage sale that Al tipped me off about. There's another garage sale today in the area.
Yeah, you going to that?
Yeah, I plan to make an appearance.
I'm gonna have Susan with me, so I won't be able to do that. I'm like, you ain't going to no comic book, boy.
So the guy doing this garage sale was a dealer, a comic book dealer in the area. Closed the shop and retired, but now he's still got other stuff to sell.
Yeah.
And he had a cool mix of both comics and magazines. So again, this is a bit off the beaten path as far as comics go.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Starlog number 58. And what really got me, of course, I'm a huge Blade Runner fan, but the piece about Sid Mead and the artwork that he did for Blade Runner, I had to have
It must have been
on that. So
is that a direct? That must be a direct market copy because it has the X and the scanner.
Yep.
Yeah, but what about that Ultimate Fantasy Con?
Ultimate Fantasy Con.
Well, if I knew it was going to be this type of party, I could have brought all my alter egos and back issues.
Kirstie Alley, George Takei, and William Shatner.
Yeah.
What was Kirstie Alley in?
Star Trek 2.
The Wrath of Khan.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
I gotta pay attention to these movies.
So, yeah.
I start now.
What was his deal? He was $1 a piece on the magazines and 50 cents on the comics.
Oh, he was cheaping them out, man. Oh, yeah, you got that? Okay.
I'll pick through. He got there before I did, so he picked up all the good stuff. I kind of.
Oh, dude, I got stories of that. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, the comics journals. I was sleeping on those. I need to get.
Yeah.
There's
the thing
so much stuff to talk about those.
The thing about the comics journals is like when they do an interview with somebody, like if I look up the Will Eisner interview in this, it's got to be like 15 pages long. I mean, It's really super in depth.
Yeah, there was I was researching for oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is the Tomorrow stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I probably grabbed them all before you got there. I got so many alter egos and back issues, and they're beautiful.
So he even had like Marvel graphic novels in there.
Yeah, I got the Death of Captain Marvel there. Yeah, Death of Captain Marvel. I was like, I'll get it for $2 or whatever.
This is second printing, but pretty good condition. P. Craig Russell is a name that's been around comics for a long time, but doesn't have a huge body of work, but there's definitely quality. Kind of if you're into like Mike Kaluta, Bernie Wrightson, Michael Golden, it's like that kind of level of quality of the art.
Now, did he work on Elric, the comic book Elric?
Yeah,
I want to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was flipping through this earlier, and it's really a nice detailed style.
Yeah.
Did remind me of like Michael Golden's work from this era, like his Micronauts era.
Yeah, you know, now to bring up the Supergirl world of Woman of Tomorrow, has that flavor, the Elric style, the Russell style, which Russell, yeah. There you go. Oh my god! Of course you bought this.
Yeah, I mean it is bagged. I didn't even have to look through it to see what was in it, but you know, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm picking that up for $1. But
he did the Spirit, right?
No,
Eisner did.
I'm sure he's drawn the Spirit, but
who
is that the villain from Ghostbusters too? What is that? There he is. Speaking of which.
Yes.
Oh my god!
They put Will Eisner art on the back of the Neil Adams book.
No, he drew this. That's Neil Adams.
I want that as a poster. Oh. That is a poster, man. Come on. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Man, his Hal Jordan.
It's just crazy odd stuff. It's like, hey Neil, I want to publish a book of your work. What do you have lying on the table? He's like,
yeah.
Go put this stack of stuff in there. I mean, some of the reproductions aren't great. That's probably a pencil drawing that didn't reproduce well.
Oh, what's the name of that dude? That's Billy Jack.
Yeah,
Billy Jack.
Like those big books that you have of art.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
absolutes.
In those cases, this is a very rough scan, and in those cases, is a very great scan. Capital Tape Man. I mean, I'm intrigued. I want to find out like what's behind the story of Capital Tape Man.
He was in Nixon.
He's cussing in that, so I don't think that's real. They were saying to hell. They wouldn't have been advertising. I have a love for commercial superheroes, you know, like Captain Tootsie and stuff. You know, like Captain Color Time. That I love those characters. I want to do like stickers of those guys one day just for myself because no one will buy them.
So okay, so this is getting into kind of what we like. What I said sparked the conversation about what you can find in dollar bins, right? So on Billy Jack,
Oh my goodness! How many Billy Jack movies were there? I found the records at half price books, and yeah, I picked them up. They're fun.
So the rest of the books I'm showing were out of the 50-cent bin. He was doing 50 cents. And I'd seen
this is spring break stuff, or where was this?
It was a garage sale.
Oh, yeah,
wow!
That's a
garage
sale.
57. Oh, it's got writing on it, but that's from the dealer, though. That's from the shop, like the expiration date or something.
It's what they call not a date code, but it basically stores back in the day would write down like when they put the books on the shelf so they knew when to pull it.
Yeah, so it's like an expiration date.
Yeah. So I'm not huge into Charlton. I'm not huge into romance, but somebody recently on an auction or something showed like if you look inside, some of these books have great artwork in them.
Oh, they do.
Like, okay, for 50 cents, I'll take a chance on it.
Yeah.
Struck out.
Is that in bad condition for 50 cents? I don't know.
The art in this one's not great, so it won't stay in the collection, but for 50 cents, I'm taking a shot on it.
I'll take it if you don't want.
All right, it's yours. So, $4 cover. Then we've got Stuart Eminem and Dan Jurgens actually.
Cover it looks like Paul Smith or no, that's Barry Windsor Smith.
Barry Windsor Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
Picked up a handful of these. I pick these up out of dollar bins whenever I can.
Okay. New 52, yeah.
What gets me here is Moratot, the artist that does the book. He did a book called Elephant Men for a while. I think he's probably a French artist.
Inside the Batcave, is this like a crossover or something?
It could.
Girls Gone Wild, Charlton edition. That'd been great. All stars. Girls Gone Wild. Get new Girls Gone Wild. Charlton.
I missed the new 52 at the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I didn't buy it at the time for $3 when I could wait 10 years and buy it for 50 cents.
Yeah, that's what happens. A lot of these comics just go $50, 50-cent bin.
Ooh, Jonah Hex. He was on Lucifer.
The TV show?
Yeah.
Made an appearance on there. Wow.
I think Jonah Hex is such a lost opportunity when it comes to
that's pretty cool.
Like television. Oh my goodness.
So this next book is what really sparked this idea. Quality stuff you can find in dollar bins.
Right. You can find everywhere those in dollars all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Enemy Ace. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get a our Minute War 151 for the first Enemy Ace one. I got the Balloon Buster ones. You guys probably don't know who the Balloon Buster is, but he's like the American version of Enemy Ace. It's great. Anyways, yeah, this cover, I love it. I found a number 4.
Yeah,
I found number 4 in the bag.
It must have been a distribution thing. They probably over ordered these, or somebody like stole a truck or something. But the early New Teen Titans, the George Perez and Marv Wolfman work, like the first 15 issues, other than issue 1 and 2, those get pricey, but the rest you can find in dollar bins.
Yeah, those are books I usually buy, even if since I already got them and I see them in a dollar bin, I just like, here, take it, because it's
I started collecting it back in the day with issue 10. So I did have this one, but I had a recollection that like I had torn the back cover or something of my copy, so picked up an upgrade.
I think they were already on Tales of the New Teen Titans before I even got into them. So
gotcha. So see these Adam Kubert Hulks, the Peter David run on Hulk. You can find it pretty often.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can find early Peter David Hulks.
So those are the books I bought. And these are other examples of other titles that I see in dollar bins that I think are worth picking up if you see them. The Jeff Johns Green Lantern run.
Yeah.
See that all the time. I mean, there might be a few that are harder to find that when you get into like the Sinestro War and some of the other events they did. Same thing with Green Lantern Corps, written by Dave Gibbons with Danny Gleason artwork. It's always really quality stuff. Find that a lot. Al, you find this a lot. I found both covers.
Oh my God, beautiful! They have two covers.
It has to do with like the color strike. Like I think this one has an error in it with I think they printed the red on top of the black and the blue wasn't that rich.
Yeah.
Versus this one.
What show did you? And they always had a problem with where they cut it, because like I've got comics, I got versions of the comics, and the tops are like kind of just like the PC. It's cut off at PC, you know.
Gotcha.
It's like in defense, everything else is cut off. But dude, every chance I get, I pick up a Captain Victory. I find those randomly, and I'm just like, I'm buying it because it's independent Kirby, you know.
There's like what 12 issues, something like that. So
yeah,
you can find it. Probably find if you find one, you might find more.
Yeah,
and then you find all versions of Punisher like all day long.
Oh yeah, Punisher's. But one of the shows I went to, one of the places I went to, he was selling 8 books. You could buy 8 books for $1. And I ran in. I didn't buy the Punishers, but they were in there.
Yep.
I'm not really a Punisher dude. I think I would grab Mike Zeck's 4-part miniseries covers. But other than that, I'm not like a huge Punisher guy. I would get the first appearance cover. You know,
Punisher cool. Got a couple of months.
Huh?
When the Spider-Man movie comes out.
Yeah.
I like the Punisher as a character. I bought him monthly sometimes when it's been of enough quality, but it's so hit and miss. Yeah, Punisher Max was good, but and you can find Punisher Max in there. Like, well, most of these were Punisher Max. So Punisher Max is like the more hardcore adult version.
To the extreme.
Almost like a red band. That's not a red band.
Yeah, like Black Label.
Red band.
Yep.
To the max. One bad. I'm just Al, but I'm extreme with an X. Come on. I'm gonna shave the sides of my head and like have a like a 7 of 9 thing on my, put on my face. Yeah, that's extreme.
Got pouches and shoulder pads.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So I mean, the fact of the matter is, you'll find in the dollar bins, you're going to find a lot of stuff that's relatively new, like within the last 4 to 5 years.
My type of stuff
that people, stores have overstocked on, didn't sell. You're going to find a lot of like crappy image books from back in the day when they printed thousands and thousands of them.
You can get Wildcats. You can get the entire run of Wildcats in a dollar bin. But I'm not complaining.
But I mean, for us older guys that like to buy the Bronze Age stuff that, we didn't get it all when we were kids, like Firestorm. We find a lot of Firestorm in there.
Yeah, I like Fire. He's like, I was doing a dollar bin dive for Blue Beetles, Booster Golds, Warlord. You can find it. You guys know who Warlord is. He's fun. Yeah. I actually found Dan Jurgens' first professional work, Warlord, in the dollar bin, and I don't think they knew it was I tell you, I know I keep pimping it, but Lang's Warehouse up in Muskegon, Muskegon is great. That for dollar bins, oh my god! So they have like tables and tables of back-to-back long boxes. You can go through those. You can probably complete collections. My ROM collection I'm working on, I have basically both the direct and newsstand editions of these. I didn't find number one, but you probably would, because what it is once one long box is getting emptied, they will come along and there's comic books underneath the tables, and it's like entire runs. I mean, I've Batman, like entire runs of almost 80s to the 90s, whatever Batmans, Supermans, Man of Steel, all that. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be down here, but I'm down there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Another place I go to, they don't got really dollar bins, but they got some good, like, you want to go to like a real comic book store type of thing, like mom and pop shop, isn't too glossy. Rabbit Hole Comics in Coloma, Michigan, they got some good comics. I bought a chunk of caps there. They got just rows and rows of comics. I mean, they're not like too expensive and they're not, too cheap. But they also got some you pull out and you're like, I wouldn't pay this money for this. Is kind of beat up. It's like someone's reader copy for $5. You're like, I ain't paying. But I've seen places that have entire covers ripped off, and they went, like, oh, it's the first appearance of Adam Warlock. I was like, I don't care. It's water damaged. It's moldy. I've seen people put moldy comic books out.
Like first 4 pages of the Giant X-Men one, supersized it. Wasn't Giant size X-Men one? Usually like 4 pages worth of sell on eBay or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
People sell pages sometimes.
There's plenty of places in Michigan that are crazy. Rocket Comics, that's pretty good. That's in Kalamazoo. I'm like locating myself. Someone's gonna swat me now. He's like, there's one. I don't go to Vault of Midnight and Grand Rapids. I think they're too. They got. So if you want modern stuff, they're good for that. Yeah. But if you're looking for comic books that satisfy a 50 to 60-year-old man, go to the other places. No, but Lang's Warehouse will have you drooling. I went in there. It was like, I'm not going to conventions anymore, because I don't, at Lang's or what comic book shops, you don't have to pay an entry fee that's going to hurt your pocket. Unless I can get one of my convention buddies to give me a free pass, I'm not going. I love them, but it's like they're, unless you're going to probably go for the bigger ticket items, there might be some Silver Age dealers at these shows.
I'll tell you, I mentioned the Hall of Heroes show, which, we're in a small town. The guy that organizes it, they put some effort into it, but the dealers there, they're just not that many, and it seems like the inventory they bring is either overpriced, or they're bringing their leftovers from like the last show they did in Chicago where they sold all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's why I like CreepyCon, because these guys like, I brought you'll find the weirdest deals there. You might don't take your children.
It's a moving show. It's here in the Midwest where a guy, I think he's out of Missouri or somewhere like that.
Oh, they got to be Missouri.
Why are we naming the guy? Let's not shame him.
But he'll go from town to town, weekend after weekend. Well, actually, he'll do 2 shows a weekend, and he'll stop in South Bend for a day.
Oh, I think I've been to one of those.
And the guy running the show is a legit pervert.
Yeah, I used to have
from him like you do a heroin dealer. You're like, I don't want to give you my money, but I got to have my crack. So here you go.
I used to have a kid, but I went to the convention once and I just disappeared. I was like, it just happened. Sorry, no. Yeah, but CreepyCon, you can get some weird deals there. And then I was in the fever for a while. I was in dollar bin diving fever, where I don't care, I'm going to get a bunch of comics. But you see how that turned out. You come to my house, see my comic book room, and it's like, dude, you got a problem. Like I'm loaded to bear.
I have a problem with my book.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how many short boxes of DC and Marvel. I got some indies over there. I need to go through my indies because, I was going to mention it. The Buy Me Toys exclusive, the G.I. Joe that he did for Devil's Due, that's like, do you still have yours? It actually, like, it's cool because, like, it's going for some good money, and I'm like happy that his book, I was like, oh, that's cool that it got, people are like, hey, look. I was like, now you're a sought after cover artist, why don't you do some more? He's beaten down by the comic shop, and he's like, I ain't do. He's like Unforgiven. He's like, I don't do that anymore. As all of us get, right? All of us get, we become like, I don't kill no more. I don't draw. I don't do nothing. I don't dream to be a big time comic book artist that is going to get talk garbage about on TikTok or on.
I'm not chasing those balls anymore.
Yeah, whack 'em all. Yep. But yeah, great times. I don't know if I got a convention coming, not a convention, but like it's building the need. I told Susan, I was just like, okay, so I'm just gonna focus on my Captain Americas. But I lied, Jamie. I'm just getting booked. Now it's DC Comics Presents. I'm almost done with DC Comics Presents. So I got the Captain America getting done at DC Comics Presents. I got Brave and the Bold on my list. But buddy, there's some big boys on that one. The earlier ones before the Batman got on there.
Yep.
I don't know if I can do that.
Of Teen Titans in there.
Yeah.
First Donna Troy in there.
Yeah. Justice League.
I mean, first. Isn't Hawkman the first Hawkman? Isn't he Brave and the Bold?
Yeah. Those are some big boys. Yeah. That was beautiful. Silver Age. Oh man, Joe Kubert. Man, this is cover lovers episodes, man. I'm telling you, Brave and the Bold. People don't understand the beauties of these comic covers, and that's another thing about dollar bin diving. It's seeing the leftovers, and it's just like, you guys don't appreciate these covers. You don't appreciate these books, the weirdness, the villains you see on the covers, like Paper. That earlier one I showed you, they're fighting a guy that's like made of paper, or Angleman. They don't get enough appreciation. I actually wanted to start doing my Rogues Gallery show, where I it's talking about the villain and I'm drawing the villain, but editing takes so much damn time. Now I see why everybody just does a live stream, because it's like, it's out, it's done, Yep.
You don't get a second chance to do the intro.
Yeah. I know how many times I did it, like, welcome to cover, and I just cussed, and I'm like, oh. What's fun about that is that I have all that. I have the unedited versions, and they're one of these days when we're old farts,
do a clip show.
We can just like, hey, look, show your daughters if you just saying bad words all the time. No, I'm joking.
I want the Allen cut.
Yeah. You want the direct, not the non-direct. You want the made for YouTube, because we were some long-winded. We're just like, well, anyways, the Jack Kirby was born in 1916 or 1980, whatever. And it's just like, what's this got to do with the cover? It doesn't. We'll just talk about it.
Yep. All right. Well, this has been a good time. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. So we can move on.
Oh, I got one more thing.
What do you got?
I want to talk about recovered, like, variant covers on old comic books. I'm loving this. So this is a reprint of G.I. Joe number 31, but it's a new cover. It's basically like what they did with Dark Knight Returns, where they have new covers for the facsimiles.
Gotcha.
So they just reprint the old book, right? And they put a new cover on it. I think they need to do this more often. I'm loving that. I don't know why, but I think it's awesome.
Well, they found their audience.
Yeah, me. But that, I'm telling you, those frickin' Frank Moore. That'd be a weird combination of Frank Miller and Alan Moore, wouldn't it? Anyways. Okay, well, I'm done. The people want us to wrap up. They're always like, yeah, have a happy 4th of July. Leave us, get out of here.
Thanks for joining us, Matthew. Thanks for joining us, Gore. Legion of Comics was here earlier. John stopped in. Magic Flashman stopped in. Appreciate all you guys stopping in, saying hi. We'll try we always say we'll try and do this more often, and I mean it. But
we'll see you Labor Day.
We'll see when it happens. We'll come back for our next quarterly episode of Pop Culture Clobberin Time. Remember, keep your priorities straight. Faith, family, comic books, and we'll see you next time, guys. There we go.